Standing by in the studios of our affiliate, WPVI in Philadelphia, is Senator Joseph Biden of Delaware, who's just returned from a visit to the U.S. Sixth Fleet units near the Persian Gulf. Senator Biden, what was your impression of the combat readiness of those units?
Well, I was very impressed, Mr. Koppel. Not only was I impressed with the physical force, but the attitude and the morale of both the ship's officers and the men. I spent a total of 6 or 7 hours being questioned and questioning the flight crews, the pilots, even the engineers, and the morale is high. I think the preparedness is there, and I think the capability is significant.
Senator, what are they asking you?
That is, those on the aircraft carrier?
Yes.
They're asking me, it ranged all the way from the pilots asking me, Senator, when do you think we'll be sent and if we'll be sent, to the crewmen asking me whether or not I thought the Russians were going to make any further moves in Afghanistan, or whether or not I thought there'd be a diplomatic solution to the situation with regard to our hostages. That was the thrust of most of the questions that were asked of me.
What did you tell them?
Well, I told them, number one, that I thought that that there was an absolute need for their presence in the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea, not just for the hostages, which was very important, but also, and if almost primarily, because of the Soviet incursion into Afghanistan and the show of force both to the Soviets and to the Iranians and also to the Arab nations, that we were prepared, capable, and willing to use physical force to defend what we viewed to be our vital interest. I also told them that I was not of the opinion that the use of force at this time by way of the use of military force was the best way to accommodate the release and the safe release of the 50 hostages.
Well, now, Senator, you almost seem to be saying that you expect a force of this kind to remain out there indefinitely.
Well, let me put it this way, Mr. Koppel. Even if the hostages are released tomorrow, I would not advise the President of the United States, were he to ask, to remove that force. I think it's absolutely essential that we have a major show of force in that area of the world, because my concern is first and foremost for the safety of those hostages, but even beyond that is for the protection of keeping the Straits of Hormuz open, being able to interdict any Soviet activity in the area, and having a significant airstrike capability to counter Soviet moves either in Afghanistan or south of Afghanistan and into Baluchistan or into Iran itself.
Senator Biden, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
In
a moment, we'll take a look at how the U.S. could block Iranian oil ports.